Now back to Kutero's tale. Dragon had been called forth from his celestial roost to bring judgment down upon all who dared to defy his ruthless master. And it was none other than Dragon who spirited away the souls of children each night on the tyrant's behalf. That's right. Dragon was part of the reason Kutero got dragged into this mess in the first place. But now the stakes were much higher. The souls of every last boy and girl on Earth. Having parted the heavens and opened a portal to Earth, Dragon set to work harvesting the souls of children from the coils of their nightmares.
Dragon! Bring me those souls right now!
I've never seen so many at once. If the Moon Bear King devours all those, we'll have a disaster on our hands. Not only will I not rule the moon, he'll rule the whole darn universe. Come on, Kutero! Up to it! Stop that monster!
Shh! Kutero watched Dragon soar off with a host of children's souls in his wake.
Hurry, Kutero! We can't let him reach the Black Castle! Put it in high gear!
With Picarina at his side, Kutero hopped astride the newly emancipated Mr. Pink and raced after General Dragon. By some miracle, they caught up.
We have to stop him!
Hold on! Dark clouds hung heavy over the Black Castle as General Dragon hurtled home as fast as he could. Mr. Pink skimmed along the dragon's back as Kutero held on tight.
I suppose now would be a good time to lay down the facts. Well, there's nothing to lay them on, but metaphorically speaking, you see, I'm primarily an academic. I look after a big clock for a living.
Man, if I knew spicy food would shut him up, I would have ordered some buffalo wings hours ago.
Dashingly, Mr. Pink leapt over Dragon's blade-like fin. Bolts of lightning struck and missed. Storm clouds shocked in vain. Nothing could stop them as they raced up the writhing dragon's back to the heavens.
Use the balloon to jump!
Mr. Pink flapped so hard, his wings looked ready to snap. Whence came this passion? Was it rage toward the Moon Bear King for using him as a clock hand? Was it a sense of justice, a need to undo his mistakes?
Well, it's damnable bad luck is what it is. What do you mean, my mistakes? I'm not the one who broke the clock. And besides, the warranty ran out ages ago.
That's right! Damn the lightning death that was raining down on him. Mr. Pink was determined to set things right.
That's not what I said. Don't fabricate stories.
General Dragon tore across the sky with his sinister prize in tow. Soon he would deliver all these children
Hurry!
to his master.
You want the Moon Bear King to gobble up the soul of every last kid on Earth?
You say hurry like I'm not already hurrying, which I am, by the way, but I am a flamingo in case you haven't noticed.
Flamingo power!
Mr. Pink's body coursed with the hot, holy justice of capsaicin. The bird's heart and muscles swelled with new purpose after every massive, peppery kick.
My heart!
A cyclone tossed Kutero into the path of lightning and rain, but these and more he cut in twain. Either the clock tower disaster or General Dragon's own power had triggered a great cataclysm. Volcanoes exploded in a salvo of magma destruction as fireballs rained down from above.
Chunks of death! Incoming!
Kutero picked up speed, bounded along the balloons, and rocketed right through the eruption.
Don't I I get any credit?
Our hero sliced through rain and dodged bolts of lightning as he tamed the vicious storm.
We need to get through these clouds!
It's your head that's in the clouds if you expect me to fly, but I can't even see where I'm going, which would be just like you, actually.
The dragon's trunk was coiled around the clouds like a snake's. Meanwhile, the volcanoes had taken things up a notch. Fiery boulders smashed apart the clouds. The dragon's trunk was coiled around the clouds like a snake's. Meanwhile, the volcanoes had taken things up a notch. Fiery boulders smashed apart the clouds. It seemed as though General Dragon's body stretched on forever.
How are we gonna catch him with all this junk in the way?
The eruption had grown so intense, it seemed the whole sky might soon be snuffed out.
Ugh, we gotta improvise. Kataro, just start hacking off pieces of dragon. That's it. Love it. Clean off.
Only once Kutaro had done a little surgery did the proud and powerful dragon finally give
Did
him
you
the time of
seriously
day.
just cut off my tail? Tell me you didn't just cut off my tail, because that is just... Don't even make me spell out the dookie you're in right now!
Watch the right. I grew up with the sun, and you're trying to burn me?
Yeah, right. I'll just smash you instead.
Watch the left! Got him!
Our hero dodged searing balls of fire and danced between dragons' razor-sharp scales as they battled atop the clouds.
That's it! Almost there! Watch the left!
That ain't nothing. Whoa, kid, you bother me.
He's on the run! Cut along his body to catch up!
Calabrus was tougher than steel, and Kutaro was gaining ground on Dragon in no time.
I said beat it. Hey!
Yeah, go ahead and run. You're just too
just let me finish this job for the Bear Father, huh? I just gotta drop off these souls, and then I can tear you into weedy little pieces, okay?
Kataro, smash his body down! Almost there!
Puppeteer sliced right through Dragon's thunderclouds as he raced across the ether.
This is my sky, my clouds. You don't get to be a wise guy with me.
Oh, great. Now we've upgraded to full-on dragon breath. Ugh.
That ain't nothing.
Slam him!
Oh, he slammed me, alright. 900-degree files.
This is my sky, my clouds. You don't get to be a wise guy with me.
Great. Now we've upgraded to full-on dragon breath. Ugh.
I got more trunk where that came from.
He's breaking up the clouds. You're not going to have any place to stand.
I got more trunk where that came from. Oh, you're begging for some hurt.
So long,
That
slicers.
ain't nothing.
Slam him!
Oh, you're begging for some hurt.
Slam him!
I got more trunk where that came from. You wiggly rats! You're dead meat!
This guy's a train wreck. Just a little more.
Kutaro clipped through clouds and lunged over lightning bolts.
Look
He
out for
had a
the gap in the
score to
clouds.
settle with Dragon.
You've got a dragon to catch. Whoa! A little
Oh, you
too
really
close.
want to take a fall? I'll knock that head clean off your shoulders!
You're trapped, Kataro. The only way out is up.
Where you going?
Ah, he's after us! Slam him, Kataro!
You smart aleck! I'm just getting started! Let's see if those scissors you used against my pals can smoke a dragon! Die! Ah! Oh, so you want some juice? That what you want? Have some of this! What? Hold still, pipsqueak! Ah! You fight good! But I ain't giving up my piece of the boss's moonstone, not to nobody! You can kiss the earth, and your little adventure, goodbye!
Hold it right there! I've had enough of your bullying and that stupid accent! Don't you make me go full picarina on you! Kataro, you may be from Earth, but you're our hero! I know you can win! You can beat him!
Oh, what? Ah! Oh! All right, kid. Let's settle this like men. Dragon Man, bring it on! You got me.
Yes! We did it! Kataro, you are one stellar superhero.
After an epic battle, the wicked dragon had been slain, and the souls of the children were free once again.
Kataro, another piece of the puzzle. Just one more shard. And Monkey's business is no match for ours.
Oh no.
Hey, wait just a solar second. We beat Dragon. What gives?
You're too late. All you did was ensure the gateway between the Earth and Moon stays open. Now, I need only wait.
Soon, the Moon Bear King would possess a more terrible power than ever.
But Kataro risked everything to stop the dragon. It can't have been for nothing. No, it's too soon to give up. We've still got the Moon Goddess. If we put the Moonstone back together, we can bring her back too. And with her on our side, that half-baked grizzly is toast. We've got to stay positive. Let's go find Monkey and make him cough up that last piece.
That's right. You'll get your goddess. Now would you just hurry up?
Goddess or no goddess, the tyrant's too strong now. If we get the Moonstone back, Mew should send Kutaro home where he belongs.
Don't be crazy. Why would I ever do that? Kotaro is our last hope, especially mine. You release me. Let me go right now.
I've got you now, Han. You stuck that naughty nose of yours in my business for the last time!
Yowzers, this is terrible.
With the dragon down and one moonstone shard to go, Puppeteer was certainly on a roll. But with the witch in the tyrant's clutches and the power of countless souls at stake, it seemed the rolling would be uphill from here on out. With the help of Calibros, Puppeteer defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Puppeteer! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Mr. Pink gets a new job. Galahagrid Mulberry times a Westin, eminent scholar of all things clockological, was out of a job. The Land of Time's massive clock, which was supposed to tick its top for all eternity, had zonked out after just an eon. The sticky wicket was finding a replacement clock hand, something that mystastical would never turn up. Galahagrid, better known as Mr. Pink, flew home to his wife and child in low spirits. "Get another job, you lout!" the missus shouted supportively. "Junior needs shoes!" Poor Mr. Pink had no time to mourn the loss of his beloved clock. No, starting tomorrow, every waking hour would belong to the great job hunt. Well, more like great sodding mess, as it turned out. Without the almighty clock to guide them, the Land of Time's populace had gone bonkers. Everyone was either working himself silly or sitting on his duff, drinking tea. Poor Mr. Pink got yelled at for bustling too slow and for relaxing too fast. There was just no place for steady, meticulous work. He got sacked his first day on the job. Back at home, Mr. Pink discovered his wife could turn new, frightening shades of red, and his son shrieked out a melody of death. Perhaps he would need to look into a longer commute. What with the price of fuel, he decided to haul it to the coast on foot. He was hoping to find work on the docks, but quickly discovered he wasn't up to the heavy lifting. Fortunately, the port was raided by the most aggressive of employers, pirates. Our intrepid bird inquired about any openings. And make no mistake, he looked sharp in his new job as the captain soared. He was ready to bring home some serious bacon. Well, that outlook changed when he saw what he was up against. The other guys had steel swords. He'd heard of swashbuckling, but nobody mentioned he'd be doing all the buckling. Home Mr. Pink went, and his wife had kittens. Well, more like a baby. While he was gone, the number of mouths to feed had gone up 33%. Mr. Pink crossed maintain dignity off his list of objectives. And actually, his new cotton candy stick gig didn't turn out to be so bad. No heavy lifting. All he had to do was hold himself straight. Sure, he was diabetic. His nose tickled, and he had to take a licking, but he could deal with it. Sadly, they trashed him the moment he got too fat. Poor Mr. Pink. Home sweet home. Had someone stapled his wife's eyebrows into that position? Do children always sound this mean when they laugh? Did he even have this many children? Mr. Pink's mind swam with troubling questions as he sought work overseas. One village was hiring wrestlers. After being hired for his sheer audacity, Mr. Pink stood in the ring. He walked away with not even enough fight money to pay his hospital bills. They pitted him against the champ just for shock appeal. After a painful stretch of rehabilitation, Mr. Pink returned home to find the place deserted. How cruel fate was. He longed to see his true love again. And so he climbed the clock tower. A lifetime of clockological study had been poured into this timepiece. Mr. Pink's blood, sweat, and tears. Why did some higher power have to mess everything up? It just wasn't fair. Then, out of nowhere, a rogue gust of wind snatched him off the tower. He watched the ground vanish beneath him. There was no fighting it. His wings were still recovering, and his heart was beyond recovery. Smack! Mr. Pink crashed into his beloved clock face. For better or for worse, fate had intervened, but his poor birdie body felt as though it might never move again. Enough, he whimpered. Mr. Pink, you mustn't torment yourself. It was the moon goddess speaking directly to him. I don't mean to question you, milady, but why exactly not? Make no mistake, said the goddess. You are jobless, friendless, and your family has rejected you. You are hopelessly inflexible when it comes to rules. You have flabby muscles. Your combat ability is laughable. You have zero stage presence, and you can't even relax on a professional level. You are a borderline obsessive clockologist who is self-disciplined to a fault. All you know how to do is stand up straight. For most intents and purposes, you are utterly useless. Mr. Pink blinked back tears as the goddess continued. But try to look on the bright side. Was there a bright side in all that? You still don't see the world as a perfect job for you. What job is that? Mr. Pink replied. A clock hand. At long last, Mr. Pink, goddess bless him, had found his true calling.